All right, now I got an idea here, but I want to make sure that I don't wanna overdo it. I don't wanna underdo it. I just wanna do it as best as I can, and I'm learning to do this now, where I'm trying to really be a little bit more aware of the things that I may talk about, just so it's not especially if I'm putting it on my channel, it's a big deal. So so let's get right into it. So the idea was basically just to simplify it. It's between when you deserve something versus when something is given to you. Now I will tell you one thing. Typically, as children, from the moment that we're little children to the moment that we get older, um to the moment that we actually grow up, we could say that typically, in that age, we like having things given to us, right? That's typically the way it is. But what I feel is like, even with myself, and I'm not trying to say it's only I know a lot of I've had experiences that I could say, oh, I know there's like a lot of people out there about those experiences. There's at least some people out there about those kind of experiences. But what I'm getting at, is at least our impression is that when you're a kid, everything is handed to you, right? You cry for milk, you get milk. You want food, you get food. You cry that I only want this little thing. Okay, well, we got to go all the way down there to get, no, but I only want this little thing. Okay, we got to get it. That kind of thing. And it is what it is. I will tell you that, and as far as I was not a very stuck up child. I didn't used to ask for much at all. I used to ask for pretty much nothing. But it is what it is. When it comes to deserving things, and I feel like, and what I'm trying to say here is that even as a child, you can deserve things. I'll give you somebody can buy you a shirt, right? And the shirt can be, even as a kid, maybe the shirt is something really cool. Maybe it's a Wolverine shirt from X-Men. But you kind of, like, not that you earned it, but as a child, if you're talking about Wolverine all the time, and or Gambit or whatever the case is, and those are your favorite guys, and you ask to get that, you got it. You see what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, if I don't ask, if I do ask for it and I still don't get it, maybe it's because I didn't deserve it. Maybe I thought Gambit was really cool, and I kept bugging out saying, give me this Gambit shirt. Or give you another example. When I was really young, and I mean like really really young, maybe 5 years old or around there, there was something very popular with the kids. I remember we were in an airport, and this little girl was running around, and her shoes, which were like running shoes, kind of were lighting up. There were red lights on them. Now, different color, those ones were red lighted. Now there was a shoe store where somebody went to see something. I saw a children's shoe that had that, and I said, I want this, and they said no, and I couldn't get it. And I saw this little girl running around with it outside in the mall and in the airport lounge or whatever, and I was like, I didn't say anything, but in my mind I was like, I really wanted that, and this little girl's running around with it, and I didn't get that. I never got that in my life, and I always wanted that. You know what I mean? Give you another example. Anyways, we won't get into that. But but now that I think back to it, I don't feel bitter about anything. I don't feel bitter because I always ask myself, did I deserve that? You know what I mean? Growing up as a baby, being who I am, and with my experience, with my life, with this experience, did I really deserve that? And I really thought about that right now, because I really wanted a Gambit shirt and I really wanted those shoes. But did I deserve a Gambit shirt? Had I done anything to earn a Gambit shirt? I don't think so. I don't think I did. Had I done something to deserve it, I would have gotten myself a Gambit shirt. Had I done something to deserve those shoes, I would have gotten myself those shoes. You know what I mean? And that's the way that I think about it. And that just takes all the bitterness of childhood away from me. I don't feel bitter about it then. You know what I mean? And at the same time, the things that I did get, And most of the time the things that I got were not in the form of material possessions. I remember being a little kid in elementary, like even fifth grade, fourth grade, third grade. I remember fifth grade, we had this teacher. He was a very old man and everything, but he always used to talk to me, and he used to specifically talk to me one-on-one, and used to get into conversations, and he would ask me stuff like, literally, I remember one day he asked me, what kind of internet service should I get? And he literally asked me, what company should I get? What's the difference between the data? He asked me everything to the T. This is back when internet was in dial-up, and I think at that time, like cable, I think they even had satellite internet and cable internet thing. And that was like very new at the time. Like it was a new thing. Like most people hadn't even heard about it. Everybody was on dial-up, and he was kind of asking me about that and all that. Like now, I don't know anything other than that. I mean, he was my teacher, and I don't know anything else. But he did used to really, and all that. He used to really now that I feel like is something respectful. I feel like I kind of deserved that. So I had a teacher who literally said, he claimed that I was the smartest student that he had ever taught, and he was about around 60 years old when he said that. Okay, that was fourth grade. But I'll tell you something. We had these math drill tests, these basic and I knew nothing about them. And some of these kids had been tutored, they had tutors, and they knew about it. I didn't know anything about it. I went home, I started learning it and practicing it, and I kid you not, I was faster at it than the teacher. With the same accuracy, being like with the perfect accuracy, I was faster at it than the teacher was. And then there was another teacher who was really fast at it, and I was faster than the motherfucker too. I was faster than the dude too. Let's just get that word out of there. I can't go back and censor this. I don't know anyways. So so that was kind of an earned respect, right? Because that teacher made sure that someone in my life knew that he thought that I was the smartest student that he ever taught, right? So that's something I earned, right? When you earn something, and believe me, man, someone will always see that you earn it, and they'll know, and they'll be, this guy earned it. And that's his. Now back to the so let's get back to the point. It was about deserving and being given, right? And I'll be honest with you, there were times that I was given. It's not like I was never given anything, but it was very young in my life. Like I'm talking 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. Or no, even like 4, 5, 6 years old was like the last time that I was given anything. I'll be honest with you, I lost everything I was given. Okay, somebody got me a customized, somebody got me something customized, and I lost it in like 2 weeks. Somebody got me a toy that I absolutely loved, and I still remember to this day, and I lost that toy. You know what I mean? So everything that was given to me early on, that I didn't deserve, I lost it. And I kid you not, anything special that was given to me, I lost it. So earning and deserving things was a big thing for me consciously. Even when I got older, when I started hitting 16, 17, 18, 19, 16, 17, 18, 19, even 20, I had this issue where I didn't feel like I deserved things. And if I didn't feel like I deserved something, I didn't try to get it. If I didn't feel like in my mind, in my body, in my soul, if I didn't feel like I deserved something, I couldn't ask for it. I couldn't say, give it to me. I couldn't take it. It was something in me that just stopped me from it. Something about, I don't think I deserve this, man. I can't accept it. I cannot accept this. If I didn't deserve it, how the fuck am I supposed to accept this thing? And I shouldn't have cussed there as well. But, and that was a big thing with me. And sometimes, I'm really glad I went into I'm glad this bank robbery happened. I'm glad I went into debt time. I'm glad I did a lot of activities and a lot of experiences in a short amount of time prior to that. And being glad about that, and what else is there to say? Really, to me, the way I feel is if I deserve something, I will get it. At some point or another, I'll get it. And if I am given something, at this age, being an adult, I shouldn't say that either. Being in my 30s, you know what I mean? Being in my 30s, I typically won't really accept anything given to me that I don't think I deserve, right? I'm mature enough. I'm an adult. I'm not even a young adult. Like I'm a middle-aged adult. If I don't deserve something, it's very clear that okay, I don't really deserve it. I'm not taking it. You know what I mean? But like I said, earning things is it's part of life, and everybody's so everybody's a little different. I mean, there's a lot of different types of people, but within our types of people, we are different, and sometimes we and the thing is we're looking to earn different things. What's good to you might not be good to me. To some people, and believe it or not, I remember in the 90s this was big, and I've talked about this. In the 90s, there was this idea that if I got millions of dollars, I could retire from my job and I could forever live on a hotel resort or just live off of the money and not work and not do anything for the rest of my life. And that was a big thing in the 90s. Now, thinking about that right now, I think about that and I go, would that suit me though? Even if I had $10 million and I could live off of a resort all my life, no problem. Why would I want to do that? I'm doing absolutely nothing over there. That's not fun at all. Even if it's a really good resort, I'm doing absolutely nothing there. This person would love to earn it and they may be capable of earning it. I don't want to earn it and I don't want that in my life. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what I wanted to get into. There's a difference between, being given something and earning something and deserving something. There are a lot of people out there who just get given everything. I met a guy, I don't want to get into this, but the thing is that, you can just be given things and not handle them well, right? I'm not saying it doesn't work out for people though. That I'm not saying. There may be a lot of kids and even grown-ups out there who have been given things all their life and maybe they're responsible with it. When they're given something, they're responsible with it. They handle it responsibly. They handle it well. Even though that it was basically handed to them or given to them. I don't knock rich kids, by the way. I'm not the type of guy who just knocks rich kids. Oh, I came up from nothing. Look at these losers. No, I don't have that kind of mentality. That's a little bit of that's a pessimistic mentality. You know what I mean? I got no problem with kids being given things. There's nothing wrong with it. But again, I'll tell you, man, I've seen kids who are given everything and their taste is horrible. You know what I mean? They still want shitty stuff that just costs a lot of money. I've seen kids like that. I mean, they get all this money and it's like, I'm looking at them like, dude, if dude, how do you not have any taste in you? And I've seen guys I've seen people who have a lot of money and they have absolutely no taste. It happens. I'll tell you, one of my dilemmas was that I was considered very influential and invited, right? And I wasn't accepting invitations or the influence. Okay, so it got to the point where upper class people really started hating on me. And for a good reason. They did start hating on me because I was living like a guy in poverty, and that wasn't liked very much. You know what I mean? But people didn't really understand my situation. I wasn't able to do that, and a lot of people hated on me. I'll tell you, especially when I got older, when I turned an adult age, people would hate on me all the time. They think that I could just make anything happen. They thought I was like a goddamn wizard. I can just make anything happen. How did he manage to do this in the world? I mean, what the hell's going on? This guy can do more than me, and I got so much money, and this guy doesn't. He's fucking broke. You know what I mean? He's a broke fucking loser. You know what I mean? And there were times that I won't lie, I pretty much was broke. I didn't have fucking money for anything. Yeah, I mean, even as an adult, there were times that I was really broke, man. It's crazy, I'm serious. There were times that I was broke. There were times I had money. There were times that I was really broke, But the thing is that, I didn't grow up like that. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up in a rich upbringing. And even in my upbringing, I mean, everyone was a big phony liar. I mean, everyone had so much money and they always would hide money. They didn't want anyone to know how much money they were making. They would always lie and claim they were making about 25% of the money that they were making. They would claim to be broke and all that, even though they had money, and pretty much they were playing me. But think about it. I mean, I'm glad I didn't get in on that money or anything, because I didn't do anything to deserve it. I never joined their lifestyle. I never joined their mentality. I never joined their race. I never joined anything like that. So why would they have done that for me anyways? So, it's good and bad. And honestly, there's no bitterness. And I'm glad I did this video, even for myself, because I have no bitterness for my childhood anymore. Now, I got a little bit of time left. We can wrap this up, basically. For me, if I don't deserve it, thing is, like, now things are different. I'm a lot better at everything than I ever was. So usually, I'm earning what I deserve, and there's not really an issue. I'm one with myself. I know what I want and what I don't want. There's no confusion. I'm not going against the tide of myself. I'm swimming in the direction that I'm supposed to be swimming. I'm driving in the direction that I should be driving in. So that doesn't even apply to me anymore, but that's a great way to end this. And that's a great video. And I hope you guys watch. And I hope you guys enjoyed, subscribers and new people.